That's all I got for you people. It's a large sigh. Exhale of warm air. Yes, it's be weird to start this video. Anyway, we're back on YouTube. I know it's been, I think last time I checked it was like 7 months ago I posted a video on YouTube regarding car stuff, and since then, man oh man, there's a lot that happened. I'll kind of just give a little precursor just to those that were maybe looking forward to stuff, or even those that I know personally that were very interested in seeing more videos come out and stuff like that. I got a new job. My brother got a job. My dad's been busy working. My mom got a job. A lot of stuff in life kind of just took over and didn't have much time to, let alone work on the cars, but then to record stuff and then sit there and edit it and stuff like that. So I'm gonna link the Instagram in the comment section, or not the comment section, but in the description. I highly suggest going to check that out because there's a lot of stuff in there, from rebuilding the E30 motor to stripping down the 300Z to bare metal and all that good stuff, all that jazz that was not recorded and not posted on YouTube. Again, only because we were so busy, stuff was going on. It was just easier to pull my phone out, snap a couple pictures, and then move on from there. So nonetheless, I want to jump back into stuff. I don't think there's going to be very like a set schedule, or like bi-weekly uploads or monthly uploads. I'm just upload when I can. It may even end up being like one longer video of maybe a month or two or a couple weeks, whatever, of like stuff getting done when we get stuff done, and then posting that so you guys can all watch. Again, I'm no superstar, but I really do want to share what I'm doing here, and maybe other people appreciate that, and you can learn from me, from my mistakes, or at least talk about stuff. And if anybody ever has questions about kind of what I'm doing, and if they're going through the same process, feel free to just contact me, or even in the comment section we can have a little chat, because there's so much I'm learning as I go. But anyway, let's just jump into it. Oh, and I really quick wanted to say as well, I am at my secondary place of work. I'm at the at a volunteer fire station. I do that on my free time when I can. So, but I have the E30 here with me today. I drove it out, and I was putting some work in it the other day here, and I was working on some video stuff and clearing out SD cards so I can get back on YouTube here. So let's go talk about the car real quick. Let's see. There she is. So again, if anybody's been following the Instagram, you saw that I had put new wheels on the front and the rear. The problem with the front wheels, the reason why they're not on there right now, is because I had some fitment issues in terms of the actual new rim rubbing on the coilover. So I ordered up some 5mm spacers, and that should sort the problem. But aside from that, I mean, it's beautiful. And then I got 5mm spacers for the rear too, so as you can see there, a little bit up on the fitment, it's gonna bump them out just a little bit. I don't really know what look I'm going for at this point with the car. I kind of like how the rear wheels are sitting, just kind of looking at it, but again, the fronts are going to be sticking out too far when I do the 5mm spacers. So just to keep everything uniform, I was going to just do spacers all the way around and then see how it looks. I also will probably drop the front end. I think I don't know, I need too many good pictures, but I think in the front we're probably going to end up dropping the coilovers a little bit, and then getting a ton of camber going. So, but besides that, the last time I posted this car was when it was up in the rack, I believe. Up in the rack, or no, I was doing the vacuum leak issues, and that ended up turning into chasing a bunch of problems, and then pretty much like, all right, screw it, let's just pull the whole motor out and rebuild it. Pretty much, it's not rebuilt like performance spec or anything. It was just like pretty much like a refurbish. I got all new seals, all new hoses for coolant. I had to replace a bunch of stuff that was going, brittle and broken bad. We had a little fire scare. The fuel rail started leaking at one point after we had put the motor back in and caught fire on the front end. But we got that all sorted. There's some cables that are still all kind of melted. All the casing around the cables looks a little rough, but we'll get to that when we get there. And then we got BC Racing coilovers on it, which I can show you guys that. I got some rims for it. And then just the whole inside, the interior was kind of tore up too because gauges stopped working. So my dad started pulling that apart. I don't even know what's wrong with it. We'll leave that for another time. The head unit came out too. It was Bluetooth head unit, but I pulled that out so we had room to work on everything else. I tore out the AC system. It's not going to work very well. And I think I'm going to do, there's a kit, I think ECS Tuning sells it. There's a whole, pretty much like a retrofit kit for this car, but it's like $1,700. So again, we're going to do that when we get there. Let me just walk around the car. Let me stop talking and just talk about the car a little bit. Let's see here. All right, so that's where we're at. So I really do like the rims. I like the fitment. It looks pretty sharp. No complaints from me. On the inside, let's just open it up. Crank this down. So it's warm as heck in here. All of that was a mess. Windows didn't go up and down. We kind of got that sorted out. The two fronts roll up and down. The rear still have issues. You can see pretty much pulled out all the trim work around, or the trimming around the dash there, or that because we're trying to sort that out. Some gauges still don't work. And then in the back I have all my extra stuff, all the interior parts. Back here I got tools that I'm just keeping in here for now. The caps for the fronts, just so I don't lose them. And then all that. If you come around to the trunk, I started working on some of the rust removal, and I'm left with that, which is okay. We'll fix that, just not today. And then I have some headlights that I bought because the ones were broken. Then there was some that came with the car when I bought it. Those don't work. And then I bought some other ones, but they were for a late model. This is for an early model. This is a late model, so they don't work. So I'm gonna probably just order some plug and play off ECS tuning. But as you see here, it's kind of a mess. Everything's a mess. Let's see if we go around the front. Pop the hood. This is what it looks like. Ooh, let me get. Here we go. What it's looking like now. BC Racing coilovers are in. Obviously, I haven't adjusted anything on them except the stiffness and the ride height. Which again, in this case, on the stock, bottle caps look all right. But yeah, I mean the whole motor, the block we repainted, cleaned it all out, super rusty. All the coolant ports and passages were rusty as heck. We got that sorted. All new coolant hoses, the fuel pressure regulator, and then let me go around the other side. Some exhaust stuff. The little heat shields were replaced. New cap and rotor. As you can see in there, we kind of cleaned up all the aluminum that was starting to pit really bad and just looked rough. And then, I don't know if you can kind of see it, the fuel rail. Alright, I think it's calmed down a little bit. We're getting a new engine in service, so we've got a lot of stuff we're putting in it. Anyway, back to what I was saying is the fuel rail. The one that was on the car was starting to rust and shooting fuel across the motor here, across the valve cover, onto the hot exhaust, causing a fire. And fires aren't good when you're working on cars, so it's been sitting around since then. I bought a new fuel rail from some guy local, had my brother repaint it, and then I just stuck it in the other day. So it's running okay. It still has some, it might be a vacuum leak issue, it could just be some idling adjustment, I'm not really sure, but it's running good enough that I can take it out and about here and there when I want to. The pertinent issues right now with the car though is there's a transmission seal leak that I have to attend to. I have rear bushings, subframe bushings that I have to also replace, which is gonna be a big pain in the butt. And then obviously, as you see, all the other parts, the miscellaneous stuff, kind of just piecing things back together, and then eventually getting the car either wrapped or painted. I'm looking at a M-Tech 2 body kit for the car, just to kind of cover up some of the imperfections. Obviously, with the rust, let me see, I think on this side there's, well, it's on both sides, but for example, something like that, I'm just going to scuff that up, put some primer over it, and then just slap the body kit over it just for now. Again, I'm kind of a broke young guy, so doing too much with this is gonna empty the bank out too fast, and then I'll have no more money for anything else. But yeah, so that's where we're at with it. I'm really enjoying this process. I do apologize if anybody was looking forward to seeing some more stuff come out about it, but I'm here now. Camera's getting hot. It's a hot day, so I'll leave it at that. But I just want to give you guys an update. I will be posting again. I will be trying to get back after it and sharing with you guys what I got going on. All right, so you guys all have a good day, take care, and be looking out for some future videos.